Good day, traders. This is Crash Hunter over here. Let's do some technical and fundamental analysis on the prices of gold. So as you can see, we have this beautiful structure. The market pushed from this bottom all the way to this top. A massive rejection came from this level. Then we have a breakout from this channel over here, which I draw. As you can see, the price was respecting it quite well. And then basically we get out of it. Okay, the price went out of it and then we moved lower. Okay, this is on the H4 frame, on the daily, and on the hourly as well. So what do we have for gold for now? So basically we moved from this top to this bottom over here. We sucked up all the liquidity below these areas and now we moved higher. This move also came by some geopolitical tensions, okay, in the Middle East and so on. And then we have this massive push all the way to this rejection zone where the price moved lower from it previously, from last week. So what I was anticipating, actually a push from here, and I did publish this on the previous video, and basically the market respected this area as a demand, okay, and then we moved higher from this level all the way to this level. Honestly speaking, I was actually anticipating a full sell from this level over here, but it didn't happen, unfortunately, and then we moved higher all the way back to the rejection zone. For me, I think we have a breakout from this downward channel as well, okay? So this channel, it would be basically like this. I will draw it. It's kind of inaccurate, honestly speaking, but you can notice, let me delete this as well. But you can notice that we touched this area over here, we went down, we touched this level, we went down, we touched this one, we went down. And this is the demand, right? You can see how the price has been retracing a little bit. And then basically we broke it over here. It was kind of obvious. And I was anticipating a sell to be from this area. But as I said, it didn't happen. So right now, according to the structure, according to the hourly frame, all what I do see is basically a higher low over here, a higher low over here, a higher low over here. Okay, so basically we are in an upward escalation, right? The price is just moving higher, creating higher lows, higher lows, higher highs, and higher high as well for this one. Okay, if we just think about this area over here, we couldn't make a new low, right? And then instead we make a new high over here. So with that said, we are basically bullish. Okay, this is on the hourly frame. If we go and if we check the H4, it is more accurate. We can see as well, we respected this channel with this candle. I mean this downward channel, we respected it and then we moved higher. Okay, this level over here became a demand, and I will take this one to the downside and I will assume it as demand zone 2. Okay, just to be clear. So we push through all of these resistance level. So what I do predict is basically like this. It depends on the next week movement, but all what I do see is a closure above this area, a retracement, and then a full push to the upside. Okay, this is what I really do see right now. Unfortunately, like I was anticipating a sell to be from this area all the way back to this level over here, which is 1964, 1965. But you can see the market rejected that sell. Okay, that sell momentum is being rejected heavily by the buyers. So what does that indicate? It indicates more bullish continuation from this level over here. Okay, so we have this one, and then we drop back again. We took a lot of liquidity. This liquidity basically, like if we observe this area, right, it was a nice channel over here, and then we broke through it. When we moved higher, we took all the liquidity that been above, sitting above, right, for, I mean, the seller's liquidity from this bottom over here to till this top, okay? And then we moved lower, we took the liquidity for the buyers, those who bought over here, or maybe over here, or maybe even over here, thinking that the market will create new high, but instead their stop been hit, right? And then we moved lower, we took as well this liquidity below these areas because a lot of buyers, their stops was below these levels, right? So right now, I think we can see such push to the upside, okay? According as well to this closure over here, this is really huge closure. This one as well is strong closure. We respected the resistance. We closed above this level over here, which is at 2025, and it indicates as well some more bullish momentum to occur. If we go and if we check the daily frame, as you can see, we tested this high, we created a lower high at this area 2059, and then we went down all the way to create a lower low. We broke through these levels over here, okay? As I said, we took huge liquidity and then we moved up. So what do we have for this daily? Let me just go and take it here, okay? What do we have is basically this channel, right? I do see such channel that is actually interesting, and it is a bullish channel for me, okay? You will say, well, it's like assuming from this week it is way too far. Well, yes, it could be, but like if we take it from here to here, okay, you can see the market here. We had the breakout, then we had this move, then we have this breakdown, and then this retest, and then this breakdown as well. And now we are basically within this range one more time, okay? So your 50 level, which is the equilibrium for this channel, is basically over here. It's sitting over here in the middle, okay? So this is the discount, this is the equilibrium, and this is the premium. Okay, this I'm speaking about the daily frame and the weekly frame, okay? I mean, this is the premium for the daily, for the weekly, and maybe even for the monthly. And this is the equilibrium for at least the daily frame and the weekly frame, okay? So we have this bottom over here, and as I said, I do actually anticipate a bullish momentum to go and to test this level again to 100. And maybe we could retest a little bit, and then we can move higher all the way to 200. Okay, so this is the channel that I do have, and as you can see, we have this bottom over here, higher low, higher low, higher low. We have this higher high. We failed over here. We couldn't create a higher high. Then we moved lower. We created a higher low instead. Okay, and this high over here been broken. So currently it's all depends on the opening of the next candles and how the price will react during these levels. All what I actually wait is at least a full push till 2093. In this case, we could assume that we are basically, like if we move from here to here, I could assume that we create a higher low if you compare this with these areas, okay, with these areas over here. So previously this was the higher high from this bottom till this top. This was the higher high, and from this bottom till this top, higher low, higher high, higher low. Then here we failed to make a higher high. Instead we moved lower, and maybe with this structure we could move higher all the way to create a new higher high. And you will ask me, okay, but how you can assume it as a higher high over here if we couldn't cross from this level? This area, it was basically by the geopolitical tensions, and the market moved really aggressive from this level all the way to this level, okay? So for me, I think the average area for a higher high is at 2094, okay? And if we made a high over here, we could consolidate and then we can move higher. And not to mention, we are basically out of the downward area, which is basically over here. You can see we have previously, we have this beautiful channel, actually, a sell channel, okay, over here. Okay, so previously we have this areas as it did act as a premium for the price. These areas in the middle, it did act as equilibrium. We have a push down from this level to this level till like from the equilibrium level to the discount level, and here we moved from the equilibrium to the premium and then so on. Okay, so until we broke through this area over here, we respected it one more time with this move, and then we moved higher. We start to create higher lows, higher highs. So the channel is basically still valid. I'm speaking about this area over here. It's still valid, and I do see a lot of bullish momentum to occur in the future. As I said, it all depends on the market, on the daily, and on the weekly. For me personally, I'm just an intraday trader. I do look at the chart at certain levels, at certain candles closing for the H4, for the H1, and I do pick an entry on the M30. And yeah, if this area was strong, I immediately take the trade. Okay. So yeah, this is it for gold. Actually, nothing too complicated, I guess. As I said, all what I do anticipate is a full push to the upside. Okay, that's all what I do see. If we go to the Forex factory, you will see there's no US news. I mean, no US economic data, but we do have some like other currencies. Example, the JPY. On Tuesday, we have as well on Wednesday a lot of data for the euro. It could not affect the prices of gold. Okay, but on 24th we have the flash manufacturing PMI, flash services PMI, and as well as on 25th we do have basically the advanced GDP Q over Q and unemployment claims. These files actually might affect the movement of gold. Okay, so just be patient, and as I said, like if you want to take a sell, don't take it over here. If you see the price is basically surging from this level, you don't need to think about selling. Okay, unless you see some break, retest, and then some continuation. Okay, if you see such thing, well, you can take a trade, but wait. The most important thing is to wait for a break, a retest, and you can take a trade over here at this level. Okay, you don't want to take a sell over here because the market might push aggressively to the upside, and you'll notice that your stop is being hit in a very short matter. Okay, but like if you wait for a breakdown from this level, a breakout, and then a retest, you can look for a short over here. Okay, and the opposite is true. If you are looking for a short from the upper side, basically your resistance will be at 2055. It's still valid, and it will actually give you some small retracement with maybe 40 to 60 pips, something like this, assuming from here all the way to 48, maybe 50 or 47, something like this. Okay, so yeah, this is it for gold. I hope it was useful. If you have any question, please write me down in the comment section. Okay, and I will be glad to answer you. Thank you so much for watching this video until the very end.